Tom Brady officially retired from the National Football League. 2 days after the initial report said he retired, which he had to retract and said he hadn't made up his mind yet. Is this going to affect how people view him 5-10 years from now? Absolutely not. But it did make for a little bit of a crisis, and it's unfortunate that Tom Brady's last play in the NFL was essentially a false start. And what I assume is somebody in his team, somebody in his inner circle mistook a play, announced it to certain reporters, it was verified, and before you knew it, on the global media scale, everybody knows he's retiring. It wasn't exactly as they wanted it to go, and thankfully, it was something that didn't have an adverse news angle to it. It just looked somewhat unprofessional and was unfortunate. But this is a really good lesson learned for organizations that have a big announcement to make, particularly if it's not a pleasant one. There are so many people that are generally involved in a big announcement. As in Tom Brady's case, it's not only his team and his agent and his publicist and marketing team and anybody else he's personally hired, but it's also the NFL and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots for sure. We're going to want to coordinate their answers for that. A whole lot of people are involved. Not dissimilar to when an organization has a big announcement. You've got internal teams, you've got external teams, you've got legal, you've got partners, you've got shareholders, investor groups, all those type of people. Everybody has got to be coordinated and everybody has to be singing from the same page. Because when you don't, things will get leaked. That'll cause anxiety, even if it's just a matter of timing. People didn't see it coming. People didn't understand why certain people said something and certain other people are largely being silent. And it just creates added confusion and animosity. And ultimately, at the end, the intended effect wasn't realized, or at least at its full effect. So organizations, if you're planning an event and it's an emergent event and it potentially is a negative event, it's got to be somebody on there who is the quarterback, who's calling the play. Everybody else has to know their position, take the lead from that person, and make sure that they understand that once the ball is snapped, what they're supposed to do. Because if not, it can be a little ugly.